Mr. Williams.
Good morning, Mrs. Williams.
So where are we headed?
Some hot springs.
In Nevada?
In Nevada somewhere.
Sick.
Yeah.
And where were we last night?
We were at the Great Basin National Park.
And tell me a little bit about that. What did we see?
Well, I'll tell you what we didn't see is other people.
True.
We had the whole park to ourselves. We did some hiking. It was nice. We had a fire, so everything smells like campfire. And we saw a lot of satellites going across.
Yes.
And we saw a UFO.
Yes, we did. True story. He's not lying. I was there and I saw it. Continue.
So we were watching these satellites go across. And then the weird thing about Great Basin National Park, it sits in this valley type thing. And any plane that you hear that goes over, even if it's at 30,000 feet, sounds like it's at like 2,000 feet. It echoes, so you know when a plane's going over.
Yes.
Right, so we're watching these satellites go over, and all of a sudden this really bright light just blinks at us out of the middle of nowhere. So I fancy myself somebody that's dealt with aviation for the last 16, 17 years. I know what a plane looks like.
Yeah.
Looked at them.
Yes.
And it was just this one blip of very bright light, the brightest light I've ever seen come from the sky, certainly.
Yes.
And so we both had enough time to go, whoa, did you see that? And as soon as we did that, maybe about that far away in the sky, which is probably, I don't know how many hundreds or maybe 1,000 miles,
Yeah.
depending on how high this thing was,
Yeah.
beamed at us again. The same, just a simple
Flash of bright.
flash of bright light.
Yeah.
Brightest light I've ever seen come from the sky. So, yeah.
So, last night, Barry was like, what if, let's just roll with this. What if, in the time it took us to realize what that was, and then be like, oh shit, did you see it? And then see the second light. What if we were abducted and returned in that amount of time? Because whatever or whoever was in that, let's call it a craft, a spacecraft of sorts. What if they're operating on just like a different time dimension? And so like we were up there and studied for years and then came back, but it felt like a split second to us. I'm not saying that didn't happen, because I feel fucking great today. So, one, we don't need to be scared of aliens because they're the shit. And two, if you want to see them, apparently Great Basin is the place to go. And three, we've been to Joshua Tree multiple times. When we woke up this morning, guys, that was the Milky Way, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, like straight up we saw the Milky Way. And we've been out to Joshua Tree a handful of times, and I've never been able to see that many stars. It was wild. It was so freaking cool. Anything else on that?
Well, the visitor center has like a whole thing on celestial watching and stuff. I guess it's like the darkest skies around. I mean, there's nothing out here, as you can see.
Yeah, I'm going to keep talking. I'm going to show people like how there is just nothing out here.
There's nothing out here. We haven't seen a cop in days. The only thing that seemed authoritative was the ranger, and I think I could have taken an arm wrestling match.
Oh, for sure.
So
he would have been so kind about it, though. He'd been like, you know what? Let's just not even do this. You win.
Yeah.
He was a nice dude.
Yeah.
So we're headed to some hot springs. We're hot spring hunting all the way till we get to California, where we're gonna go through Yosemite, hopefully. So we're just gonna hot spring it up for like the foreseeable future. Yeah, cool. So Colorado was dope. We were in 4 states on Wednesday, Colorado, Wyoming, Utah, Nevada, and then we had all day yesterday, right? All day yesterday? Yeah, all day yesterday just exploring and chilling and doing nothing, and it was amazing. I took the best nap yesterday, like one of those naps where your body's just like, hey, I'm gonna take over for a second, and you're just gonna lay here, that kind of thing. It was awesome. And then we hiked, and then we saw UFOs. Mr. Williams.
Morning, Mrs. Williams.
Where do we start? What are we doing?
Well, eventually we're on our way to Yosemite, but we're leaving the deserts of Nevada. This is Cousin Eddie territory.
Yes.
From the vacation movies.
Yes.
Lithium mines. Real tomato ketchup. So we were just at a hot spring, and we roll up there, and there's a father-daughter. Father is skinny dipping. I thought it was his wife, but it turns out it was his daughter. But we did actually meet some pretty interesting people there. A lot of hams being drank.
Yeah.
But we just got out. We did a soak yesterday and a soak this morning. Watched the sun come up, and there was a couple there that we had met yesterday, but they were there this morning, and they had been in there for like 14 hours tripping on mushrooms.
Yeah.
And
they were super friendly.
yeah, it's fucking really cool people.
It was an interesting thing to wake up to though.
Yeah.
You're like, oh, they're here, and they're like, we haven't been to bed, and I was like, yay!
Yeah.
Tell us all about it.
Yeah, so that was a good time, although I was questioning whether I should have asked him directions out after him being in the hot spring for 14 hours, tripping on mushrooms and whistling back a 30-pack of Colorado Kool-Aid.
Banquets, no less.
Yeah, banquet, yeah. But we had a good talk.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. So, do you want to talk a little bit about how folks make money out here, like all the different ways that that couple, because they had a lot of different interests.
Yeah, they were definitely Renaissance people.
Yeah.
The woman was a firefighter, a bartender, had a movie production film company, and also was a ballet dancer for a motorcycle club.
Yeah.
Interesting people.
Yeah.
But the thing is, they thought we were super rad, and I was like, no.
No. If they only knew how rad they were.
Yeah.
They were the rad ones.
Yeah, they were cool people, man. We had a really good conversation. We hung in there for a couple hours.
Yeah.
Right?
Watch the sun come up.
Yeah, watch the sun come up.
That was nice. So now we're gonna go to we're Yosemite bound, but the big road that goes through it is closed. It's still snowed in apparently or something. So we're seeking an alternate route, and we are hot spring hunting again because there's hot springs like all the way up, like this side of the Sierras that we're on, like because we have to go around them, right? Like we have to go around the mountains or something.
Yeah.
What's it saying for our route?
Well, in theory, we're only 86 miles away from where I want to be.
Yeah.
But it's the new route is 394 miles.
Yeah.
So
we'll see.
we'll
what
figure it out.
happens.
There's a bunch of national forests and stuff that we're gonna probably camp in. We don't really have a plan on this one.
Yeah. You're just winging it.
Yeah, we
Figuring
left
it
plenty
out.
early. We left Colorado early, so
Yeah.
we have all the time in the world. So we're in no rush.
Yeah. Hi, buddies. See you later. Would you mind sharing with the class what we just passed by, Mr. Williams?
So we're on 95 North, somewhere in Nevada. I have no idea where. But there's nothing out here but wild burros, horses, and open range and open road. And we just see this sign. I mean, there's nothing out here.
Just to clarify, nothing out here.
And there's just this sign that says Wildcat Ranch, 3/4 of a mile. And I just turned to Sydney and I go, I bet you any money that is a brothel. She's like, no. Really? And I'm like, yeah. So
Yeah.
Sure enough, yep, it's a brothel. Free Wi-Fi.
So there's a trailer, like a construction trailer.
Yeah, a long one.
Like a long one, like a long construction trailer. And on the side of it says Playmate Ranch. big sign that said brothel. I've never seen anything like this in my life. The last 24 hours has really toughened me up. Put some hair on my chest.
No seams?
No seams? Yeah, so that's a local phrase for the kinds of bugs that are around the hot spring that we were just at. He's like, yeah, you gotta watch out for the no-seums.
Or they're mites.
They're mites, but they call them no-seums because you can't see them. Get it? No-seum. I was like, that's the Latin name for this critter, right? Oh, jeez. Are we on a cattle? Are we on a brothel count now? I am the wildlife watcher, which apparently includes brothels.
Well, it was a wildcat.
It did say wildcat, which is fun. But like, to be fair, we've driven by other places. Like when we were driving up through Sequoia, it was like Big Cat Ranch, and it was legit like big cats. Like they gave tours. Remember that when we were driving through up by Sequoia?
Right.
Yeah. So I thought that this would be that, but it wasn't. It was fucking brothel. Big cat is a reference to pussy.
Wildcat.
Wildcat. Wild pussy. Jesus Christ. Glasses in the spring.
How was your day, Sydney?
Oh, I'm so refreshed. So pretty out here. Holy smokes.
Next time on Williams in the Wild. What'd you think about that?
That's a big waterfall.
It's a splash zone, huh?
Yeah, a little bit.
I got.
You get soaked?
I went home drier at a shampoo show.